hard to believe. I'm all for one less courser in the world, but the conventional wisdom is that you run from them rather than engage them. So why did you kill him?
I needed a courser chip. I need the code on it.
You have one of their chips? Intact? Follow me. Now.
Kövess most, ne parancsolgassál nekem.
The runner should be able to get to the cache now.
Interface. That's great, Agent. Those provisions will really help Organization Railroad. Here's your reward. Have a good day.
Kösz. Kerek, 50-esek lettünk, akkor megint új szörnyek jönnek.
Tom, we got a courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh man, it's been ages!
You've hit the jackpot with this. Hand over the chip. Let's see what's on it.
Here you go.
All right, Tom, make it happen.
All right, little courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you.
Matrix.
We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be. Come on, baby, show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, they're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh man, we got lucky. I got you, you institute bastard.
No, szériás. Összedobtak egy képcsövet. Rá valami írógépet.
Good work, Tom.
Yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, does?
And Agent, I hope that helps you as much as you've helped us. Good work.
Ennyi?
The cache you found has some real serious high tech. But the creme de la creme is ballistic polymer weave. Lightweight, serious stopping power. And it looks just like normal clothing. I got some in stock now. Oh, give me some time. I got all sorts of ideas.
I don't need anything.
You got it. You got it.
Jó, ennyi. És akkor hogy állunk? Vissza kell menni a Virgilhez. Clear hostiles at Randolph Safe House 2. Az elméletileg másik helyen van térképen. Aha, szerintem Far Harboros lesz. Vagy valami olyasmi, nem tudom, mindegy. Ki is vesszük akkor. Jó, mehetünk oda. Visszamegyünk Virgilhez, akkor az lesz a feladat. De ez már helikopteres buli lesz. Gyalog nem megyünk. Freddy, egészségedre! Kár, hogy ebben nem lehet nagyobb tárat rakni. Pontosabban tárat, tehát ugye mivel ezért rakja bele ezt az egységet, az 12 ilyen valamiből áll. Na végre. Revolvertárhoz hasonlót. Hát, ja, esetleg igen. Az nem lenne úgy rosszja. Oké. Azt mondja, hogy mi kell nekem: felszerelés, gyógyászat és víz 12. Ez lehet, hogy kevés. Tisztított víz 24. Na, megvárjuk a repcsit, azt megyünk ki a mutánshoz. Azt hiszem van még 3 ilyen jelzőgránátom, majd ebből is kell vegyek. Nem sokára, mert fogy. Ja, oda száll le, oké, fasza. Szállj be a Vertibird-be. Egyébként most tudnék élni egy teljesen új Falloutot ilyen mai grafikával. Mert ezt is élem, ne értsétek félre, csak úgy mondom, hogy egy új részt, új sztori, új küldikkel. Csak hát az még nagyon soká lesz. Pont amit néztem videót, ugye most elhalasztották, ezt beszéltük, a Starfieldet, ami most ez a következő játékuk lesz. És a következő Elder Scrolls lesz majd, amit kiadnak, és ez 25-re lesz kész. 25-re lesz belőle bármi is. Az meg még mennyi? 2,5 év. Vagy inkább mondjuk 3 évet, mert ugye 25 az nem azt jelenti, hogy azonnal megkapjuk január 1-én a játékot, hanem később. Még 3 év, mire Elder Scrolls-ból lesz valami. Aztán közben, hogyha neki is kezdenek egy új Falloutnak, szerintem az hát majd utána. Ki milyen játékot vár egyébként most így azok közül, amik ebben az évben még megjelennek? Úgyhogy ha már itt tartunk. Victoria 3 nekem nagyon váróspölő. Várjál, az melyik játék? Milyen játék a Victoria 3? Na hát pont ezért kérdezgetem ki mit vár, mert van egy játék, amiről nem is tudok. Stratégia, paradox fejlesztés, aha. És mihez hasonlít? Na, meg is jöttünk elvileg közbe. Universal Crusader, aha, hogy már vágom. Várjál már, rossz helyen vagyok, vagy... Ja nem, itt vagyok, jó. Nice. Gyógyászat, racskorpió, pecsenye. Menj meg innen! Azt a kurva! Mi a fasz? Meg fog halni! Hülye, de megijedtem! Azt a kurva életbe! Előbb is srácok, ebből halál lesz. Hát beszpónolja mellém ezt a retket, hallod? Hiszem el, bazd meg! Rohadjon meg ez a tetüláda! Jó van, Freddy, jó pihenés neked! Okés, rendben van, szia, szia! Gyerekek, a játék ott szivat meg, ahol tud, most már lassan ott tartunk. Oh, hello.
Yes.
Energy weapon permanently inflict plusz 5 critical damage, az jó.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need.
I have the code.
Azt hittem meghalunk.
I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals free or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises, but if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay, can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
Persze, megoldom.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only...
Néha nincs fordítás. Ja, nem Gyula, a srácok nagyon jól lefordították ezt 100%-ra, csak mivel ugye felmodoltam a játékot. És hát nem is a modok miatt, hanem van egy unofficial patch, amit külföldiek csináltak, hogy sok hibát kijavítson a játék mechanikába. Az felülírja ezt a magyarítást, és sajnos hiába a legvégén rakom fel a magyarítást, nem lesz így teljes. De egyébként az alapverzió az, amihez készült, ahhoz 100%-os és jól működik. Csak a patchelgetések miatt hiányos lett, aztán az miatt ilyen. Oké. Na, visszaöltözök. És akkor visszamegyünk a Vertivel, megépítjük a gépet még hozzá. Még van 2 ilyen gránátom. Nagyon jó. Jó, és akkor felmegyünk ide. Jó lövöldözést, az ám. Az mi az a hely? Oké. Az mi? Ó. Ott volt egy behemoth. Jó hosszú ez az út. Mondjuk a pontot egyik sarokból a másikba jövünk a pályán elvileg. Mindegy, szerencsére oda már nagyon nem kell kimenni többször. Na végre megjöttünk, hurrá! Yes. Oké, ruházat visszaveszik, ami kell. Szia Illusion, hello bello.
What do you need, General? I have plans here to build a signal interceptor that can get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They kidnapped my son.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
Teleportáció.
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix. Apparently the castle's been trying to get you on the radio. Some kind of situation over there.
Sturgis lesz az, akivel megcsináltatjuk. Lesz a YouTube-on a rohamlövészek kiképzését, nagyon durva. Mindenki képzés durva.
What's up?
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Here you go.
Wow, what a mess. Looks like encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit.
Lol.
You sure it's for real?
Szia Zártosztály, hello, hello.
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute anything and still be breathing.
Srácok, mit húzzunk holnap a Diablóba? Crusadert vagy Barbárt? Az Immortába.
Looks like it's all here. Yeah. I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. Handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. You'll need some pretty high-grade metals. But it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Good work, Sturgis.
Well, don't thank me yet. I think I got the gist of it. But it's gonna take some time to work out the details of some of the hairier sections. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Oké, megkaptuk a feladatot. Return to the castle. Build the reflector platform. Na nézzük.
Yes.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Tolom is fel az Immortát. Ja, töltsed elő, mert holnap lehet játszani vele.
Yeah. Ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Build a console, build a relay dish, build a beam emitter.
Thanks, Sturgis. I'll get right on this.
Van Necro, aha.
One thing to keep in mind while you're building
Úgy van, hogy van Barbár, Crusader, Demon Hunter, Monk, Necro, meg azt hiszem Wizard. Üves! Üves is már látta. Katonai áram körilapból ilyen kevés van már, csak az nem jó. Nem jó. Oké, és akkor kellene még ennek egy áramforrás. Ajaj. Mennyi áram kell össze-vissza ennek a szarnak? 2, 5, az 7. 27. Na jó, hát akkor. Nem fogok én szarakodni árammal. Tessék. Működik.
Don't much care for good
Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
És... Hüves, te is játszol vele, vagy téged nem érint annyira?
Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Getting cold feet? I don't blame you. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption in the molecular beam. By the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry.
De nem lehet játszani majd, csak... Ja, holnap lehet, így van. Akkor leszedted te is. Ha nagy zsivány vagy, te jó van.
Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And...
Szólóba játszol?
Hold on to your butt.
Na, megjöttünk. Kivittem ki a pluszat. Én is a kertbe. Jön a kis síkság kincsei. Csata össze, auguszta nem. Mi kell nekünk? Graf feljegyzés nem. Hálózati szkenner. Ezért kell nekünk a hálózati szkenner, ugye, ha jól emlékszek. Oké, megvan, fasza. Jó, ez kész, mehetünk is tovább. Nosza! Szia, Mihály!
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face.
Hát de miért nem játszol? De akkor miért nem jössz játszani velünk? Mert Gaben az jön, nem, mondjuk nem tudom, hogy hányan lehet összesen játszani. 3-4-en? Gaben az jön, meg talán a Oszi. 2, ja, 3-an, elvileg 3-an leszünk.
I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Tovább kiderül.
Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we...
Hüves, hány giga volt a játék? Nem emlékszel, mert 30 felett volt, azt tudom, de már pontosan nem, hogy mennyi. 32 vagy 36?
Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help.
Szia, Júri, hello, hello.
It has never been easy. And our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all.
26, én többet láttam. De mindegy, de így is több, mint a Diablo 3 az összes kiegészítőjével együtt, az elég érdekes volt.
You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Aha. Most fordítottam meg a Vault 88-at. Na, GG.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes.
What's going on?
It's me.
Father?
Your dad.
Father!
I'm here, Sean.
I don't know you.
It'll be okay,
Go away.
Sean.
Father,
I'm here now.
Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Add ide Sean-t. Ez az üdvözlő szöveg.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me.
Az így van, azt jól írod.
I am Sean.
Így van, ő a gyerek, ő a Sean. Vicc. Bezik a Vanguard, meg 60 giga. Hát nem baj, nekem soha nem fog helyet foglalni, nekem 0 gigás. Nekem olyan verzió van fős, hogy nekem 0 gigát foglal a Vanguard.
It's really you. After all this time.
Yes.
Na, nagy ölelés.
It's true. In the vault. You had no.
Amikor először játszottam akkorát ütött ez a sztori. Amíg nem tudtam, hogy ő az gyerek. Mert ugye, amíg az ember játszik, stressz, meg nem is számol, nem is figyeli, hogy mennyi év telhetett el. Aztán így hoppá, így meglepődsz.
You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am.
Halluló, Plover.
Raised by the Institute. And now it's Lisa.
So szekúd.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production.
2222-ben.
Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed.
Ugye itt most azért felmerül a kérdés a játékkal kapcsolatban, hogy a színgyártás az ugye eredetileg az lényegében robotok voltak, és akkor utána meg ilyen kiborgok. Viszont itt, amiről az öreg beszél, hogy ez a mostani, ahol ők most járnak technológiába, itt már a szerveket ők úgymond klónozták, ergo ugyanúgy előszövetet csináltak, hogy az mennyire tekinthető robotikusnak, vagy robotikának. Mivel DNS kellett a gyerekből, ugye? DNS a géphez meg nem kell. Csak a klónozáshoz.
Sean, it's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future. No matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, Director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls. Dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Bármint, hogy a külső rész, nem? Nem a fémváz az nem rekszik.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
Itt van az a rész, amikor most már illő lenne beöltözni.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Az anyád.
Her mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was...
Sajnálatos módon bekövetkezett járulékos veszteség volt lól.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on.
Igen, azért ez is, amíg a tudat kialakul az emberben, most gondold el, hogy csecsemő ugye nincs, olyankor még azért nem tudatos, mert az érzékszervei nem fejlődnek ki, mint a látás, hallás. Még nem tudja felfogni úgy a dolgokat egy gyerek, és így utólag tudja meg, hogy mondjuk az egyik szülője meghalt. Ő már érzelmileg nem úgy fogja fel, mert nincs érzelmi kötődés. Ez is tök érdekes amúgy.
But the Institute is on the verge of some
Egyébként én a Bethesdát ezért szeretem a módba is, azért szerettem meg én most is, mert bármilyen játékot csinálnak, még hogyha van is benne bárka kifagy, leszarom, pont azért, mert ilyen sztorikat, meg ilyen hátteret, meg ilyen küldetéseket nem nagyon tud más csinálni. Skyrimot is végigvittem meg annyiszor, és az is elképesztő. Nekem az, ami benne van, az szintén lenyűgöző. Ugyanúgy ott az Oblivion, ugyanúgy ott van a Morrowind.
I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. But there is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Oké, hát gyorsan lezörgetjük ezt a részt. Beszélünk a tudósokkal.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive circuit. That's the third.
You're here. Glad you made it.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial. The dosage will be much larger this time. And the side
Mind a Division Leaders, ez lesz az. Ez egyik.
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you.
Rajta csipelt zsír. Be tudunk teleportálni bármikor.
To relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Matt.
I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Feleslegesen nem beszélgetünk. Mindenkivel csak annyit, amennyit kell.
We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the child synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Oké, mehetünk a következőhöz. Nem, szerencsére. Az nekünk csak jó. Itt lesz a következő.
I wonder how the Warwick family is. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life.
You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Oké. Ez megéheztem, úgyhogy kaja. Úgy, és akkor mehetünk a következőhöz.
Nothing to report, sir.
Wow, de jól néz ki.
To knock some heads together. They're dragging their feet. Father's marketing package upgrades. Maybe I should take some courses with me.
Doctor.
So,
don't.
here
There's
you
enough
are.
friction as it is
Nail,
between us,
acting
pretty
director
much
of the
all
Synth
other
Retention Bureau.
departments.
I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider.
The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time.
Kívülálló.
There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions. It's nothing personal, I assure you.
Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run.
Most azon kilódik, hogy le tudtam győzni egy végrehajtót, mi?
Unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory.
Mint visszatér a feladatához.
All too often we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Ennyi? Oké, és akkor már csak egy ember van, akivel beszélünk, utána kapunk innen feladatokat, és elkezdünk ide most bedolgozni. Itt is vannak izgi küldetések. És úgy lesz nekünk a jó. Na nézzük. Azt mondja, hogy elvileg ide kéne feljönni. Még egyel? Még egyel. Itt van, meg vagy. Állj már meg.
Excuse me, doctor.
They weren't kidding.
Így már jó.
They are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie.
Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Persze.
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear.
Egy darabig itt maradunk, megcsináljuk veszeket, azt utána húzunk innen, így van. Fel is robbantjuk.
There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing.
Király.
You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
Jó. Nekiállunk, aztán akkor csináljuk ezt a küldetést. Inside job. Vissza kell vinni Sturgisnek majd ezt a cuccot, az oké. Vissza kell mennünk a kastélyba, az is rendben lesz. Oké, megyünk a Faterhez, aki... hol van? A tükröződést jó megcsinálták így a modokkal, vagy hát csinálták igazából a modok faszán, csak kicsit a fény az túl van itt tolva, vagy nem tudom. Van egyébként olyan mod csomag is, hogy RTX-et tudok adni a játékhoz, csak az azért necces, azt nem mertem bevállalni, mert mondom, nem tudom, hogy mennyire esik szét a játék. Mert azért az RTX-szel nem lehet szarakodni, az kemény dolog.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished.
Egy jó fegyvertechnológiát adhatnának inkább.
All our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind.
Nem tudom, ti hogy vagytok vele.
Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang in Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity...
Posztogató csapatot vezet az egyik ilyen, azt kell majd lekapcsolni.
Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Persze, sima.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Jó, ez kész. Jó, találkozunk kell a végrehajtóval, gyors visszaöltözök. És akkor hadd szóljon. Hogy volt elméletileg erre? Erre ki. Nem. Erre. Erre. Jól néz ki a hely. Böszme nagy. Jó, várjál. El kell indítanom a gépet, ugye? Nem itt, hanem itt.
Emergency relay activated. Relay powering up. Ready in 10, 9, 8.
Meghalunk.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relay online and engaging.
Oké, fasza. Visszafele már tudunk elvileg jönni majd a rádiumba beépített teleportálóval. Hogy majd meglátjuk. Nagyon jó. Oké, hány gránátom maradt? 2 gránát. Jó. Most így gyorsan feljövök ide-vissza. Leadjuk a